Network, back to the same, like, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you're not finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure you're, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. Everything we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. That knowledge you're not finna get nobody's college. We jumping into this quick content, man, real quick. We got Turtle. We got more Turtle talk. Turtle talk from the Turtle Tank. You feel me? We got Turtle talk from the Turtle Tank. Let's see what Luce Cannon got going on. But before we do, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram. Make sure you hit me with a like, comment, subscribe. But make sure you hit me up about being a live correspondent, or excuse me, a correspondent on TNA Trap News Network. If you feel like you can give us some news with you, some knowledge you can't get nobody's college, you feel like you do my job a little bit better than I can, tired of the intro, you want to do your own, let me know something. Hit me up on Instagram. We'd love to have you on the Trap News Network team. We finna jump into this content, but before we do, man, make sure again you hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Let's get into this content. Let's see what Turtle's talking about.
YouTube content from recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To hear the cost of this call, you may begin speaking now.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. What's up, wife? Tell her the person is Open Efforts. You could text somewhere and it says openefforts.com.
Openefforts.com. Okay, you got it. So apparently today on No Jumper, Bricc Baby was actually called in with Remo and Flacco. And he, out of all the days, I don't know if you heard, Tory Lanez is in the hospital. He got stabbed like 14 times. He's critical right now, but he's finally able, like, back stable, but he's still in critical condition, they're saying. And on a day like today, Bricc Baby's talking about how the tranny want to stab you up and is lining you up for lying and this and that. And he admitted to being cool with the tranny, but they never did nothing or something. I don't know. So just watch your back.
She's twisting Bricc Baby's words.
Just watch your back. It's crazy.
Dirk, they stabbed Tory Lanez up 14 times. They stabbed him up. No, he in stable condition right now. Yeah, no, baby, don't worry about that goofy stuff.
Well, you know, I get worried because of, look at all the shit that's going on with Tory Lanez. You know, this makes me like, come on, you don't joke about things like this. That's like something you don't joke about, because it can happen. It don't matter how big and tough or how much you could fight. You know, it could be the wimpiest, you know, girliest nigga that could get you hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you just need to be careful, baby, and just watch your back, because clearly people are putting out bad intentions, even if it's mental thinking it or ill. Like, you just don't want to put that in the universe. You feel me? Especially not on a day like today, like to see, you know, what happened with Tory Lanez. This shit is just crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, I just wanted to tell you about that shit.
Yeah. No, he had no choice but to admit that. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know. You know, I didn't put out the audio yet. I'm gonna add this to the audio, and put it out. I don't know. Do you want to put it out today? Or do you want to put it out in the morning?
No.
Now, Bricc Baby asked to borrow. He said that he needed some hair grease, and nobody else has been touching his hair but himself. He said he needed some hair grease, and nobody around him had the hair grease that he needed. So he borrowed it from the person of persuasion, if you will. And, you know, he paid it back and went about his business. All right. Somebody who's been to the penitentiary. I've never been to the penitentiary, so I can never really give you a here nor there. I can't really give you that. But somebody who's been to the penitentiary, let me know about that in the comments, y'all. Let us know what you think. I've never been to the penitentiary, so I can't really say yes or no. Yay or nay.
In the morning.
In the morning? Okay.
In the morning. Yeah.
All right, I will. And then, are we still doing the live today, or do you want to postpone it? Because I didn't really post that I was going to do it today anymore. I forgot, to be honest. So I'm glad I didn't.
So what day you want to do it?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm cool with whatever, baby.
Okay, so let's do it Wednesday. So we gotta have 2 days of promotion.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So just let everyone know who's going to be on the live.
Yeah. No, I will. I tell Dirk now.
All right, cool. All right, and apparently from the looks of it too, now Wack looks like he's trying to be cool with Aaron the plumber.
Well, that's because Wack has that open case against Aaron the plumber, and Aaron the plumber is trying to figure out. Well, I'm sure Wack has gotten wind that there's an open case in Atlanta against him, one of multiple open cases against him, but a case against him in Atlanta. against Aaron the plumber, or Aaron the plumber against him, and now he's trying to figure out how to make peace with that situation. But that's caused tampering with the witness. So just throw that out there. Throw that out there into the universe.
Yeah, nah, I don't think that's gonna go well.
It's gonna be very temporary. He's just using him as he uses everyone else. So Aaron needs to be very careful because Wack don't give two diddly squats about him, and he's just playing him like he plays everybody else. He talking about he's setting him up with something. It was like a preview. I didn't watch the whole interview, so I don't know what he was talking about. I just saw a snippet on No Jumper Clips, or I think it was on No Jumper's Instagram page, where all of a sudden he was cool with Aaron and was kind of easy breezy. And Adam was like, "Wait a second, now you giving him a pass?" And he said, "Oh, I'm setting some stuff up for him." So now it looks like he's probably gonna try to eat and make a bag off of him because he broke. That's how he do.
No, that's what he do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like
Aaron needs to do to him what he did to Vlad. That's all. No.
Aaron the plumber has Wack 100 under extreme pressure right now because Aaron the plumber has an open case against him because Aaron the plumber thought that, because Wack 100 thought that it was a necessity to call out in public that he was going to attack Aaron the plumber, his mother, and child. So I'm not sure what exactly made him decide to, again, continue to make threats and send attacks at children, but here we are.
No pun intended, Vlad. No pun intended. But not. But nonetheless, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Wack has no best interest for nobody but himself. Everybody he eats off of.
Bubble butt.
Excuse me, Bubble Butt. Yeah, we're not even gonna give him his name. You're right. Mm-hmm.
Because he ain't doing no whacking, no nothing. He's a clown. He's a goof. Soft as cotton.
Mm.
And he waits until somebody is in jail to talk mess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because again, I will say this: if Luce Cannon was on the street, Wack wouldn't be talking to him like this, or talking, about him like this. He'd be very friendly. It's crazy that Wack is scared of Luce Cannon, and we've learned that too in all this. That Wack is genuinely afraid of Luce Cannon. That is a crazy realization. Think about it. When Luce was on the street, Wack didn't have none of this energy. Even when they were going back and forth with the Bricc Baby thing on No Jumper, he was still very careful and very cautious with how he dealt with Luce Cannon. Now look at him.
And then he want to threaten a woman.
And kids.
But he got to stand on everything that he's talking about.
Of course. And trust me, he's just looking dumber and dumber by the hour, Nobody's respecting him for what he's doing and how he's moving. And he's calling someone a snitching. Like, make it make sense. The biggest snitch of them all.
Yeah, no,
you can't go and say someone's snitching by you snitching. It just makes no sense to me. I don't know how people respect that or taking that as a thing. Like, no.
Using it as clickbait, but you also have to understand that he's saying it without no paperwork, no nothing.
No. What he's basically doing now is verbally testifying so that he don't have to go and testify in court. He's basically...
Because we all know that everything we put on the internet is being watched by people investigating these cases. We all know that everything that Wack is doing is going to be used as public evidence because he's putting it all over the internet. So yeah, Luce Cannon is making it pretty clear that Wack 100 is snitching on him. That's pretty apparent.
Saying all that he wants.
But that's not something that we don't already know and aren't already, you know what I'm saying? We see this.
Say on interviews and on podcasts. And basically what?
On record, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it like he ain't got no record, and that's what he been doing. Basically, just doing shit publicly, and then they could go use, this is what person said. Nah, they gonna hold you accountable.
You know what's crazy? Wack thinks he's so smart. Well, what I meant was, you can't prove it. Like, bro, you think that's gonna hold up in court? I was trolling. You threatened this man's mother and child, and then you're gonna say, I was trolling. What judge is gonna take that? And you have a history of violence, a history of threats online. What judge is going to take that as a troll? What judge is going to even respect that as a troll? Like, how old are you, bro? You're over the age of 45 saying I was trolling and you're making these types of threats. It's crazy.
Oh, buddy, you're going to have to see that day in court.
This call is from a federal prison.
Just wait and see. Just wait and see. And that little stint that he tried to pull off talking about he's on the phone with your lawyer, he going to see his day in that too. Because best believe they watching.
Yeah, but
That little said, nah, they gonna hold you accountable, buddy. You gonna have to see that day in court.
This call is from
Watch
a
and
federal
see.
prison.
Just wait and see. And you can't go and say someone's snitching by you snitching. It just makes no sense to me. I don't know how people respect that or taking that as a thing. Like, no.
using it as clickbait, but you also have to understand that he's saying it without no paperwork, no nothing.
No. What he's basically
First of
doing
all,
now is verbally testifying so that he don't have to go and testify in court. He's basically saying all that he wants to say on interviews and on podcasts.
JJ, what's up?
And basically,
Because he's
what?
on record, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it like he ain't got no record, and that's what he been doing. Basically, just doing shit publicly, and then they could go use, oh, this is what person said. Nah, they gonna hold you accountable, buddy. You gonna have to see that day in court.
This call is from
Watch
a
and
federal
see.
prison.
Just wait and see. Just wait and see. And that little stint that he tried to pull off, talking about he's on the phone with your lawyer, he gonna see his day in that too. Cause best believe they watching.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not true. They try to say something,
Yeah.
expand something, but they goofy.
I know.
They all goofy.
I know. But
So
he's gonna see his day for that. That right there could have been his greatest boo boo that he's ever made. Because best believe it's not gonna end well for him. It's not.
You know what's crazy? Wack's making a lot of sloppy moves. Wack's making a lot of sloppy moves. Nah, JJ, hear me out, bro. Who has Wack given a fade to? How many people have called Wack out for fades? How many people have called Wack out for fades? Who has he given a fade to? I just did a video earlier today of Munchie B calling him out. You know what he said? What? I'm going to make you content. I'm going to make you content. Wack is constantly snitching, antagonizing, provoking, bullying, and he gets to hide behind all of that with, oh, you're a snitch. Nah, Wack's the biggest snitch, bro. Hear me, bro. Hear me. Like, take away, I get it, she's an idiot. I get it, she's an idiot. Take away how much you can't stand her. You feel me? Take away how much you can't stand her. Hold on. Mac, what's the deal, fool? I'm on live. I'm on YouTube live. So I'm just throwing that out there. You feel me? Okay. You know what? Oh, yeah. Say one for your boy. I'm going to call. Give me 10 minutes at the most. Okay. Say less, fool. There you go. He go to the content and blackmailing. So with that being said, is that not snitching? Is making a nigga content not snitching? I'm going to expose the content. I got the content. Is that not snitching? I'll use myself for an example. You're aware that I've been trying to get a fade out of this nigga. He doesn't want to fight me, so he goes to making threats towards my children's elementary school and towards my kids. Is that not snitching? I'll use a different example. If Luce Cannon was on the streets, he would have been friendly. He waits till Luce Cannon to go to jail to say he has information. Hear me. He waits till Luce Cannon to go to jail and say he has information on Luce Cannon and the open murder. Is that not snitching? So with that being said, I don't think that the rules of snitching and don't snitching in street politics apply to Wack. And if you feel like they do, please explain to me. Now, I'm not talking to you in particular, JJ. Now I'm just talking to the general. Remember, I'm live. This is going to get posted later on. So, JJ, don't worry about this. This ain't for you at all. But in the comments, JJ, you in the chat. In the comments, if you're watching this video later on, if you feel like it's not snitching what Wack is doing, please explain to me why you'd be comfortable with him being your big homie. Let's continue the video. Because there's really only one way to beat this nigga, and that's at his own game.
Not. Because they already investigating it. Hate to say it. I feel sorry for Ghost. He gonna get the worst of it. But that's what Wack do. Wack be setting people up and really having everybody do his dirty work. So
well, baby, we don't condone that. But at the end of the day, they should know better.
They don't know better. They think they're exempt. They think they're exempt because they just want to be cool and want to be in the exposers clique. or whatever, but don't realize everybody gets replaced within every year or so. You wonder why people get changed out around Rock. He don't really have the same people around him like that. People really don't fuck with him like that. Everybody that I talked to that he's worked with before, they all don't really deal with him like that. He act like they do, or he keep them in with something over their head for one project or one thing, but really and truly, they don't fuck with him like that.
Hey, TK, good job.
Please.
Listen, bro, they being biased, bro. They not even pressing him. No, him for the. He got his paperwork. He just told me to go check on it, nigga. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, dead homies. We ain't giving nobody no pass.
Why is he talking like this on a federal phone? This is the most idiot. This boy right here, boy, he is slow poke.
No pass. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hello?
Dude standing on business. Dude's finna be standing in the commissary line for a long time. I'd rather sit in my house than stand on business. I'd much rather sit in my house than stand on business. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So, I love you to death, baby. So, add this.
I will add this. I'm gonna add it.
And she likes it. This is turning her on. Sweet old D and sweet old dum dum dum.
To the end. Y'all gonna hear that.
Definitely. Or stop it, wife.
Okay, hold on.
All right, so I guess I'm okay. So when he said, "All right, stop it, wife," I'm gonna say that's probably like a skit. I don't know. I'm gonna say that's fake. Cause I don't know. JJ, hear me on this. This is why I'm gonna say flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. Hear me on this. All right, stop it, wife. So abruptly after that moment is just when you stop it, wife. Very convenient ending to the phone call. That's all I'm saying. Very conveniently timed ending to that phone call. That's all I'm saying. Because that just seems a little skullduggery, a little bit of larceny. I can't really 100% say that I believe that one to be a genuine moment. And again, let's just say that it is. It's kind of scripty. It's kind of Tubi movie. You feel me? It's for sure giving YouTube free trial, watch the movie, but you're gonna have like hella ads in between it. Not. But let's say that it was real. Why do you want that to be your outward public perception as you are going into trial for this RICO? Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Free Avenue Angel 2 is free.